You're back. It just disappeared for a second. You're frozen again.
Hey everyone, it's Saul Morani from Johannesburg, South Africa, and thanks so much for joining me. I'm really excited to have on the line one of my favorite internet marketers. That's Cindy Batty from New Zealand. So Cindy, thanks so much for talking to me on such an awesome day. I really appreciate it.
Hi, thank you. It's a little bit laggy here, so hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you perfectly. I can hear you perfectly. And guys,
Wonderful.
Cindy is really one of my favorite internet marketers. She's
Aw.
living in New Zealand and she's come out with such awesome groundbreaking products in the past. I saw Cindy speak in Liverpool and I spoke to her and then
Where's
she
Liverpool?
came out with a new product today. And Cindy, congratulations. And I just want to ask you quickly before we even talk about your awesome product. How does a New Zealand girl find herself at like one of the top affiliate marketers in the market and just bringing out such awesome products all the time?
It's been a crazy ride. I've been doing internet marketing for about 10 years now, and around I fell into it by accident actually. I was studying to be a primary school teacher, and I was about half and I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and so I took a bit of time off just to get myself healthy. And then through there, because I had a lot of sitting around time, because chemotherapy is hard on your body. So I decided to create a website, and it just all blew out from there. I've always been really interested in marketing, but not done any study or anything in it. I just like seeing how, what influences people. I just love it. And so from that, I connected with a couple of guys and we started releasing some products. And now I'm actually working on my own company. So releases with my new company. So it's been a very exciting ride. And I still can't believe, the changes that have come about in the last 10 years. If someone had said to me in my 20s that this is where I'm going to be at, I would have laughed at them. It's just insane.
Right. Well,
You get
guys,
to
I
like
mean,
travel
really,
around the
guys,
world.
for Cindy and Cindy, you are a miracle story, a real miracle story. I read about your story, and it really makes me just amazed of what a strong woman you are. And there are not many women in internet marketing. Plus, you've got your amazing story behind you that you've come up from having that time with chemotherapy, as you say, to be able to create internet marketing products, and you've got your own business and you're well respected in the market, and that's just great to see. And even your videos, I saw your video with Grant Cardone this morning, and the fans that are social fans, and I went through your product, and it's really, yeah, just the way that you connect with people. It's amazing to see how well that you've done that. And I see that you've come out with a brand new product, so I know that you're busy. You've had a tremendous day, and as I say, congratulations! You just won the JB Zoo product of the day, which is an amazing achievement. You've got your new
I
product
did.
works with Periscope, and Periscope, as we know, is a new mobile streaming app that's owned by Twitter, and it's very interesting because, as you say on your sales page, it's a fresh virgin market, and it's very
Yep.
interactive with videos, and it allows us to be able to show people who we really are. Plus, marketing, as Grant Cardone says, 80% at least they know who we are, and then 20% they can get used to our brand and resonate with us. Your new product is a WordPress plugin that seems to like curate content and download videos. Just tell us exactly the way that it works, because it's really fresh new product.
Mhm. Well, hopefully, you guys might be familiar with Periscope, and if not, Periscope it's amazing. It's just blown out of control, and it's a live streaming app where you just install it on your phone, and it had about over a million installs in the first 10 days of it going live. So this thing is massive. And there are like tons of people out there looking for great content and providing great content as well. And Periscope is owned by Twitter, and so it automatically gets a whole ton of viral. It's just really a really great place for marketers to be in right now. And but Periscope and Twitter, they they are really great at grabbing an audience because, you know, you hit a button on the app and go live, and then you all of a sudden you have people looking for things and they'll show up on your feed. So they're really good at grabbing an audience, but they really suck at keeping a long-term audience and building a long-term business, because what they do is after 24 hours of your video being live, there's a replay for 24 hours. And then after that 24 hours, they delete it from their servers. So if you haven't downloaded a copy, if you haven't, like, you know, tapped a button and saved it to your phone and then gone over and uploaded it to wherever you want it to go, then you've lost that content. And as a marketer, you know, when you're creating content, you really want that to be around for longer than 24 hours. Yeah, you want to be able to make money with that for longer than 24 hours. And so that's what my WordPress plugin does. It once you get it set up, it automatically detects when you go live with a periscope, and it downloads it from Twitter within that 24-hour window, and then it posts it onto your YouTube channel, and then it posts it onto your blog. So it's all automated. And the thing that's really, really cool is that, you know, not everybody has a smartphone, first of all, and not everybody even wants to get in front of the camera. I mean, you and I don't love being on camera, but you know, I'm realizing that's where the market's going. So I'm getting myself on camera more, but not everybody wants to, and that's totally cool. But WordPress WP Scope, this plugin that I've just released, actually lets you grab other people's scopes. You have to get in front of the camera, and it's completely legal with the Periscope terms of service. So you can go and grab. This is the thing that I think is really grabbing people and getting them excited, is that you know, there's all these hyper popular Periscope, and they attract thousands and thousands of people who are interacting and, you know, loving, engaging with the content. And then 24 hours later, it's gone. But the WP Scope lets you grab those, put them on your blog, and then when it's no longer on Periscope, you've got a copy of it on your blog. And so you have, like, actually unique content that can't be found anywhere else on the web except on your blog, which is going to bring you a ton of viral traffic of all these people who are really excited about seeing this content that you've got right there. So yeah.
That's
So
great. I wanted to ask you a question on that.
Yeah.
You know, on your sales page, you showed the walkthrough, and it looks pretty simple in terms of installing a WordPress plugin. But like on my website, I've got, for example, my website saulmoraney.com. I don't have a blog at the moment. So would this WordPress plugin like help me set up a blog as per se, or I would still need to set up a blog on my website?
You would need a blog. It only works with WordPress.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a WordPress website. So I would need to set up a blog first, and then this would work with a blog.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. First of all, as with WP Scope, where we understand that not everyone has created a website before, a blog, and sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming to get started to create your own blog. And so we've also included I think it's about 11-part video training series that walks you through everything you need to know about a blog, including how to register a domain, how to install your WordPress blog, what plugins are, what themes are, and just very step-by-step everything. And this is just a free bonus with WP Scope, just to help you get started. About the plugin, it's not like, I don't want to just say it's really easy, you just install it and hit a button, because it's not. If you're going to actually make use of the really powerful traffic resource that's out there, you need to be able to set up, you need to follow some step-by-step things. But we've made it as easy as possible by doing like actually, you know, follow step-by-step wizard on how to get things set up. We have when you're setting up your plugin, because I don't know about you, but I get overwhelmed if I install something and it looks, you know, there's like a million options. I hate it. So we've tried to, as much as possible, make everything really, really clear and step by step. And so we've broken it all down. So, you know, you upload it, you install it, step one, you activate it, and we'll show you how to do that. And step two, I don't even remember what step two is. I'm tired, but step two, you do everything step by step, and at each of those steps, we have little tutorial videos, just to really break it down and make it so that anyone can just follow along.
Yeah, great. So, I mean, yes, completely. I mean, your idea is fantastic. I think Periscope definitely is fresh, new ground. As I told you, funny enough, I'm coming out with a Periscope product on Warrior Plus on the 22nd. So I'm also very excited.
Cool.
One of our favorite people, Bob Ling, also is into Periscope. And when I saw you interview Grant Cardone and the other people in your course, it's just, yes, it's mind-boggling. And I really, congratulations on securing that with Grant Cardone. And I thought that your interview was really, really excellent. Man. And yeah, I mean, what I say to people is that if they're going to spend about $27 or $24 a month, that's the price for this plugin, that you guys have to use it. Like, I bought Camtasia for my Mac. It costs like $90, but I use it every day, and I didn't want a pirated version. I got a proper version, and there were a few steps, but it's one of the tools that I use in my business every day. And it's the same thing. I think that your WordPress plugin, if someone's going to use it and start growing an audience and just putting in a bit of groundwork now, it's going to pay off for years to come. And it's a fantastic product. It's very fresh. It's not a rehash of anything that I've seen. I just want to ask you briefly, just for a moment, because I know that you've had a busy day, but in terms of for anyone that's watching this and wants to perhaps create a WordPress plugin themselves, or they've got quite an idea that they think that they can work, just briefly, how does one go around? What's a safe way to go around designing a WordPress plugin? Is Odesk good? Is Fiverr good? What would you suggest? Just one golden nugget for someone watching this interview.
Well, the guy who developed this, I've been working with him now for about 3 years now, and I found him through Odesk, which is now called Upwork. So you can find good people, but sometimes it takes a little bit of time to find the right people. Don't assume that you can go and just post your job and you'll find the right person straight away. That very, very rarely happens. With outsourcing, probably a few tips. Start small. So find something that you can give just a small idea or a small task, and give it to maybe 3 people and give them the same job. And it costs you a little bit more because you have to pay 3 people to get the same job done. But in the long run, you are able to use that as a chance to find out who is doing the best job and then work with them. And when you're looking for someone who's doing the best job, find quality, attention to detail, if they actually care about what they're doing. Communication for me is a big thing. I want to be able to make sure that what I'm expressing, they can understand. Another thing I was just thinking, the reason that I like Upwork is because you can, as the person that you're employing to do is working, it takes screenshots to make sure that they're staying on task. So if they're not staying on task, you can actually just go through their workbook, and if they're on YouTube or they're messing around, then you can actually see that. When you're posting a job, one last thing, and this can be good or bad, but when you're posting a job, don't give all of the descriptions. I find this really, really funny. And if you're looking for product ideas, this is actually like a bit of a neat tip, because sometimes people get, when they're posting their job, they go and they explain and lay out their entire business plan. Like, and you, so as someone, which I find hilarious. So, if you're looking for ideas, go and check out Upwork, because sometimes people will just post basically everything that they wanted to do. All that. No, that's just gone dark. Hold on. So that, yeah, they know what it is. You can make sure that you find the right person for the job, but make sure you give them enough.
Those are great tips. I like your tips are great. I mean, I've also done that myself. I haven't actually created any plugins, but I found a guy on on Odesk a little while ago to do my website, and I found another person who's helped me build a great squeeze page and funnel, and that's just a great point. And I think, your idea is, I don't know how you came up with such a great idea, but congratulations just for such a great idea, and that you put it into action and you won the product of the day, and I'm sure you're going to have a good sleep tonight. And, I'd just like to ask you, and then I'm going to let you go, for anyone that's watching this and that they've also tried to make it at internet marketing, but maybe they haven't succeeded and they've maxed out credit cards, or maybe they've got a spouse that doesn't believe in them, or just someone that hasn't seen success like you've achieved. What's your advice for that person today?
Oh, you've probably heard this before, but you just need to stick with it. If you believe in, like, if you actually do at your core believe that what you're doing is something of value and is good, then stick with it. You were talking about the Grant Cardone interview earlier. He turned me down 6 times before he actually agreed to do it. And a lot of people might have just given up and gone, whatever, like, I'll do something else or I'll find a different way around it. But I really, really wanted to do it because it tied in really well. He is, key in the industry, and he knows how to. I really wanted that content for my members. So sometimes you just have to buckle down and just stick with it. If it's hard when it's a spouse, or some family close to you that doesn't understand where you're at. But I would suggest just find people in your life that do believe in you. Get yourself in circles that have seen success and can see what's possible, and really do what you can to surround yourself with people that get it, that think bigger, and that help you to be better and bigger than where you are right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. And for me, it was to pay to get a coach, so I could pay to get into his inner core of guys that were in his coaching program, and that led to people like yourself and the other top core people in JV Zoo. I'm Win Warrior Plus, which is a slightly smaller platform, we can say, but that's where I'm getting established. I've been there for 13 months, and please God, I can be at your stage one day. But congratulations on your product, really, guys. For anyone that watches this, I highly recommend that you pick it up if you're going to use it. If you're not going to use it, rather don't pick it up. But for this periscope, it's really amazing. Are you closing it down at any time? Is it going to be open? And how are you going to be leaving your offer open?
I'm not actually closing it, but I am going to be increasing the price. After this week, it's going to be going up to $97. So if you want to get it at a really good price, now's the time to jump on it. Are you going to have a link somewhere, Saul?
Yeah, there's going to be a link here.
What's
so guys, that's it.
Yep.
I mean, for anyone that's watching this, please, it is it's genius. Have a look at the sales page. Could literally take you about half an hour to study, because it's a lot. The videos. It's a great sales page. Plus, anyone that buys this product today or anytime through my link, but I'd like to have it as soon as possible. We'll get my product that's coming out on the 22nd with Damon Green. They'll get a free copy, of course. They'll get a free copy of my new product that's coming out on the 22nd. That's called Mobile Streaming Profits. And yes, I hope that we can speak again. Maybe for my members, we can do some sort of content with Periscope at a later stage. That would be awesome. But congratulations to you, and I'll keep on watching what you come up. What's your plans now? Are you going to take at least a week or two off, or are you on to the next thing?
Yeah, well, I haven't actually worked that one out yet. I just want to add though, so for you guys that are watching over there, Saul showed me his product that he's releasing, just like a bit of a sneak peek, and it's really, really good content. Because if you've seen where the marketplace is going this last 12 months, it's been, it used to be all email, and it started and moving towards video marketing, and video marketing is really where it's at. And now with technology evolving, live streaming is where it's at. And if you're not paying attention to this as a marketer, then you're really missing out. So yeah, Saul's report there is definitely worth grabbing, and it will give you more insights into Periscope and how to do Periscope really, really well. So definitely jump on it,
Thank you. Thank you.
and jump on it like right now. Yeah.
I appreciate that. And like, I know that my content is awesome. Your content is awesome. And Bob Link sold 1,000 copies of her Periscope.
I
And
know.
exactly like what you're saying, I think, when we saw each other in Liverpool, we got on immediately when we met each other. I'd actually bought some of your products before because we're on the same mind length. I like your vibe. I like the way that you sell. You're a great person. And you also bring in what Grant Cardone said. People sometimes say to Grant, "Oh, you're always promoting yourself." Or, well, Cindy, you are prolific. You could have done nothing, but you become a force to be reckoned with in the industry. For anyone that goes to Cindy's Facebook page and just have a look at that picture with her and all the top guys in the industry, with Karthik and with all of the guys there. And everyone enjoys being around you, Cindy. And you should be an inspiration to more women, really. I think that I'd love to see a project with you and bringing more women into the industry, because they could really do with, you can set a real example, because you're meticulous and your members area is fantastic. And yeah, just all the best of luck. So I won't keep you any longer, guys. It's been Saul Moroney from Johannesburg, South Africa. Cindy, when we run into each other one day again, hopefully in the future, we'll say we spoke on your product of the day in JV Zoo, and congratulations. And
Thank you.
guys, yeah, really, whoever buys this product will get my product free. I'll also give some other bonuses, but if it resonates with you, this sort of product, it's a WordPress plugin that's going to be curating content. You're going to have content that no one else has. You're going to be getting traffic, and you'll automatically be perceived as an authority once you're on Periscope. And if you've got a tool like this and a software like this, and for a price like this, it's worth $97. It's worth over $100. So try get in early. Cindy, we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for having me here.
Bye.
Ciao.